Hello, cherubs. It's Galen. Galen's got Parkinson's. That's me. I'm just sorting out my Arthurian army for Dux Britanniarium. Dux Britanniarium. I struggle with that. That's so hard. And I thought, well, I've got all the boxes out. Oh, don't judge me. These are all takeaway boxes. Don't bubble wrap. Oh, here's Rolo's come to say hello. Hang on. There he is. There he is. Oh, he's been a good boy today, isn't he? So I thought, well, before I put them in the box, let me have a look at them. And they're interesting in, I think, there's some interesting bits about wargaming with Parkinson's here. Some I painted myself years ago, but I want to show you a few specific things. First thing there, in the middle of the frame, those Romano British archers are stood on quite deep wooden bases. If I take him out, you'll see. And you have to stick the top bit to the bottom bit. I had to get them because the bases on my figures didn't fit in any of the commercial square-based trays, movement trays. And I'd struggled to get things. I mean, I've ended up buying, I've got bases like that. I've got little teeny weeny square bases. I've had to buy new movement trays. I don't know why so many people do movement trays in 5s. Seems a lot easier to get them in 5s and 6s. I mean, look at that, that's lovely, but it's a 5. It's no good to me. Whereas this one is a 6. And that is good to me because I need that for the game. Anyway, so let's have a look at what you can see there. I suppose the main thing to see there is Galahad, who is here with his purple cloak and his standard, which shows he's a Knight of the Round Table. And behind him, I can see Gawain, and actually mounted behind Gawain, hidden by that flag, is Lancelot. So then over here we've got some Saxons appearing over there. Now they're interesting, and I am going to close up on these, give you a proper good look. This is the same purchase. Can I put the camera there? I'm going to put the camera there. Now, I bought those exactly as you can see them off eBay. I haven't painted them. I haven't touched them up. I haven't put them in a base. Searched eBay for Dark Age figures. Eventually, they came up, and there were 12 of them for £16, and the painting on them is immaculate. They're superb, beautiful shield transfers, great standards, lovely dome bases. Now, I don't always find bargains like that on eBay, so I'm not saying every figure on eBay is brilliant. I've bought figures that claimed to be 28mm and were 25mm. Figures that were claimed to be museum painted quality and turned out to be a bag of herberts. So, buyer beware. But there are bargains to be had out there, and there are some cracking sellers. I've built up, great relationships with sellers I've used regularly. Down here, I have, amongst these Celts, some characters for the various Dark Age people. She's sort of Wicca tribal leader. You can tell she's a holy woman because she's got her skull on a stick. And then him, I like this chap. I got this chap at a War Games fair. And I saw the figure on the table. And he's got a staff there. Raven on his shoulder, he's blind. He's been led along by a small boy. Beautiful painted. So I said to the chap, how much is that? And he said, oh, it's £5. And I thought, oh, that's good. So I said, oh, I'll have that then. And he just gave me the painted figure. So it was painted, everything £5. So when you see these figures at War Games Fest, it's always worth having a hunt round, because you can get some crackers. This was an eBay figure that I've done nothing to. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful figure. Bobby Dazzler. And I can't paint like that anymore with my Parkinson's and general brain freeze. So eBay can be a good place to go, is what I'm saying. My army's a long way off finished. I've got a whole range of figures in here. I've got Foundry over here. I can't remember who these picks were. I can't remember. I got them in Sheffield at Triples years ago. I can't remember who made them. They're probably Foundry. Sometimes people give you figures, don't they? And you don't know who gave them you. I don't know. You don't say, what make are they? I'm not having them if they're not the right make. Well, certainly older gamers don't. Younger gamers might. Younger gamers might say, oh, no, if it's not Citadel, I don't want to play. So that is me in the process of putting my army away. See, a lot of my figures were based for things like Dragon Rampant. And the units in Dragon Rampant are much bigger than they are in what I'm going to start calling Dux. I know it's not the only game with Dux in it, but I only play this one. So I'm trying to find the cards. Here we are. Right, this is official. Dux Britanniarium. So whenever I say Dux Britanniarium or Dux Britannic, that's a different game completely. That's not what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Okay? I apologise. I've played, Dux Britannicum and stuff. Love it. But this is the game I'm playing at the moment for the purposes of this YouTube thing. And whenever I talk about my Dark Age campaign, it's this. Dux Britanniarium. Maybe I need a flashcard when you're at primary school. So there you go. Hands wobbling. Right, well, that's all I'm going to leave you with now. I'm going to pan back and give you a wide view. It's not a great wide view because of the sunshine coming through the windows, which is not a bad thing, is it? So I'm going to say ta-ra for now. TTFN.